This video contains major spoilers from the very start, so if you're not caught up on Foundation Season 3, Episode 5, consider this your warning. Foundation just keeps raising the bar week after week. This episode was packed with action, drama, and raw emotion, so much so that it's hard to believe it was only 45 minutes long. With Gaal and Dawn traveling to Clarion to secure a vote for an enclosure around Kalgan, the goal was to trap the Mule. But as expected, things didn't go according to plan. Dawn met a fate he never truly anticipated. We were also teased with Brother Day's journey to Mycogen, Brother Dusk grappling with his legacy, a return to Haven for the first time since Episode 1, and Magnifico revealing just how powerful he truly is through the Vizona. The episode ended with Gaal and Demerzel being reunited for the first time in over 300 years. What an ending. Honestly, I think this might be the best episode conclusion we've had this season. Let's dive in and break everything down. Brother Dawn's arc was, without a doubt, the most compelling part of this episode. The title, Where Tyrants Spend Eternity, comes directly from his message to Brother Dusk. He apologized for abandoning Trantor and admitted he wanted to do something that mattered, something impactful instead of just sitting on the throne. He predicted Dusk wouldn't run from destruction, despite what he claimed. He closed his message with the hope that they might one day meet again, in that metaphorical place where tyrants spend eternity. This emotional moment was paired with Dusk being dragged into space through the airlock, a haunting, deeply impactful scene. Dawn and Gaal traveled to Clarion to persuade the council to vote for an enclosure around Kalgan, hoping to starve the Mule into surrender. Dawn managed to win the vote by framing Tarisk as a traitor, accusing him of colluding with the Mule. What was striking here was Dawn's transformation. Even without sitting on the throne, he began to mirror the threatening behavior of Brother Day from Season 2, intimidating, manipulative, and deadly. He even killed a woman who overheard their conversation, marking a dark turn for his character. That act was symbolic. It showed he was no longer innocent. Once the Imperial fleet surrounded Kalgan, the Mule responded with a chilling message, mocking their naivety. He had already left the planet. His sinister laugh was terrifying and conveyed just how little fear he had. Moments later, the Mule obliterated the planet along with the entire Imperial fleet. Civilians, innocents, all wiped out. This revealed a new level of ruthlessness. The Mule doesn't care about territory or people, only power. He destroyed Kalgan simply because it served no further purpose to him. The Empire is now at its weakest, and the Council turned on it almost immediately. Even Demerzel admitted that the Cleons were scattered. The biggest twist came when Gaal revealed she knew the Mule would destroy Kalgan, and allowed it to happen. She justified it by saying it aligned with Selden's plan, ensuring Foundation would rise as the dominant force in the galaxy. The cost? Dawn's mission, the fleet, and an entire planet. This shattered Dawn. He realized he was just a pawn in a larger game. In the final moments, Tarisk, grieving his family lost on Kalgan, turned a weapon on Dawn in revenge. While Dawn was ejected into space, he was in a suit, so his fate is still unclear. Could Demerzel have saved him? She did mention earlier that Dawn would be left to her, so it's possible. This arc challenges viewers with a moral dilemma. Is it acceptable to sacrifice a planet to save the future? Gaal believed it was, but it paints her in a much more complex, even troubling light. Her commitment to Selden's plan came at a devastating cost, and she hasn't even faced the Mule yet. And with the Prime Radiant showing no future outcomes beyond this point, the path ahead is completely uncertain. In the final scene, we saw the Beggar's airlock open, hinting someone had boarded. While we were led to believe it could be Dawn, it turned out to be Demerzel. Her arrival suggests a new alliance between the Empire and the Second Foundation to stop the Mule. She's terrified of what the Prime Radiant shows, a severed future. Teaming up might be the only hope they have, and who knows, maybe they'll also attempt to find Dawn, if he's still alive. We finally got to revisit Toran, Bell, and Magnifico, last seen in Episode 3. After escaping the Mule's attack, their damaged ship took them to Haven, home of the Traitors' Alliance. Here we learned more about Toran's backstory and his strained relationship with Randu Mallow, who raised him after his parents were killed. Magnifico's scenes stood out the most, His connection to the Vizona and mind control powers are becoming more prominent. There are still theories that he might be the Mule, but if he is, he's hiding it well. He's acting increasingly creepy, and his expressions suggest something darker beneath the surface. Meanwhile, back at New Terminus, Pritcher returned only to be thrown in a cell. Despite warning the mayor about the Mule, his pleas were ignored. The mayor still doesn't view the Mule as a threat. It might take Harry Seldon himself emerging from the vault to shift the tide. With Toran, Bayta, Randu, and Magnifico heading to New Terminus, it's possible that Magnifico's powers will force a change in direction for the Foundation. If he uses the Vizona there, the consequences could be catastrophic. Overall, this was an absolutely phenomenal episode. Last week felt like the calm before the storm, and now we're right in the eye of it. The destruction of Kalgan, the fall of the Empire, the betrayal, the losses, it all hits hard. Visually, the episode was stunning. Dawn's slow-motion walk through space and his ejection from the airlock were beautifully crafted. The soundtrack elevated every moment, especially the ominous theme during Brother Day's entrance. And special shout-out to Cassian Bilton, who plays Brother Dawn. This was his best performance yet. The vulnerability, confusion, betrayal, he nailed every emotion. You could feel his heart breaking in real time. Foundation. Season 3 is easily shaping up to be the show's best season yet. If this pace continues, we're in for an unforgettable second half. Let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the playlist for breakdowns of every episode so far. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.